up, people? Today we've got with us Logic, and Pylo's going to be interviewing another session for the 40Y. Check it out.
What's going on, Logic?
How you doing, brother? Bless.
Brother, safe, man. Alright, start off with, where did you get the name Logic from?
The name Logic come from, originally, I used to be the one behind the computer doing all the technical stuff, so that's where it originated from, producing and that type of thing. Over the years, what I chose to put in my music was seen as Logic, so it kind of stuck with me for that.
And what's the word Logic mean to you?
The word logic is kind of everything. Life's black and white, innit? There's either yes or no or on or off kind of solution. So logic is the right way, innit? It's just logic, innit? There's no other. If you're not logical, then you're illogical. Either or either.
Cool. And what is it that drives you to do what you do and inspires you for the music that you produce?
Wait, that's a deep one still, I suppose. But just the things that you see in it, I suppose, things that I see on the news, the things that I see happening globally. I feel that the music is a powerful medium, so therefore we can do something with our music to try and highlight these situations in whatever way we can, educate people and each one teach one, so to speak.
Yes. And how long have you been doing music for? Like, where did you start?
I started years ago now, at least 10 years. At least 10 years started in my bedroom, computer, microphone.
Was you always like on a conscious vibe or?
Yeah, that's what it was. I've always been on a conscious. Don't get me wrong, like obviously while I've grown up, people I grew up with, they were talking what they were talking, and obviously I was led astray to an extent as a youngster, you get me, but I never really talked very, very reckless, you know what I'm saying? So over the years I just learned that to keep it completely positive.
And you see that NSPCC tune, what was like the inspiration, what was the foundation for that?
Foundation was they approached us and asked us to do a song for their campaign, Don't Hide It. So we kind of run with the idea ourselves, built on the idea and kind of just tried to put it in a musical format.
Yeah, and you do a lot of work with Low Key. Like, how did you two link up? It's a good collaboration, you get me?
Now, yeah, we linked up from the music, open mics from young, just boom, we collided, both spitting on the same kind of level, had the same kind of message to give, so it was only natural that we combined our forces, you get me?
And going back, where was you 5 years ago? And where can you see yourself like 5 years from now?
Well, we'll be 5 years from now. Boy, hopefully just a lot more people will know about what I'm doing and my music. That's the aim, man. 5 years ago, we weren't really doing a lot, to tell you the truth. I was just trying to find my feet really in the business side of the music thing. Yeah, that's about it. 5 years from now, I'll be a household name, hopefully.
A household name. God willingly, man. Like, what would be your advice to like up and coming talent that trying to achieve?
Up and comers, just stay positive. Don't follow all the wallies that you might hear talking, the garbage that you might listen to, like Channel AKA or these type of channels might show you. Just find yourself in it and then talk about things that are relevant.
What's real to you? What kind of stuff you're going through?
That's what I'm saying. Don't really talk about things that other people are going through. If you're going through this gang life, then yeah, address it. Talk about it to an extent and explain to people about it. But if you're not going through it, then talk about university and college and girls, or you know what I'm saying, the trainers that you bought on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real to yourself.
Understand that you're a representative of the People's Army. Like, could you help people out there that don't yet know about you, like, have a better understanding of what the motives behind that movement is, like what it is that you get up to?
People, we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of youth work. We do a lot of work in schools. We do a lot of charity events and that type of thing, trying to just create awareness. But the concept of the People's Army kind of originated from myself and Low Key, thinking that it's about time that we combine forces as like the UK hip hop scene combined forces to put across a positive message, because obviously the grime scene, they'll combine forces and they are one, they are very solid in their movement, but they will not combine forces to put a positive message out, and they'll combine forces to make money. So, and I don't fault that, and that's everyone's choice to themselves, you know what I'm saying, but we decided that boom, we can come together and try and make a powerful movement and make the youngsters try and learn something instead of burn something.
Yeah, true. And like, what's your insight on the society that we live in today, in this day and age?
This society, boy, yeah, we're going through a lot, this society, right now especially. The youngsters aren't really too aware of it, obviously, because it's more political and more government-based, but really and truly, the society right now, the government we've got in power right now, we're going through a lot. And within a couple of years, it's going to start impacting people more. And people will start having to take more of an action and more of a role in it, because you'll be forced to, and it affects you directly. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the society we're living in, it's lost. Kids on the road doing a madness. These times the government want you to do a madness, so it's kind of mad, and it's mad.
I think there's like lack of help, lack of funding and that for the communities.
Pardon me?
Do you think like there's lack of help and lack of funding for like the communities, for the youth to like enable them to do something more positive?
Yeah, no, of course. I don't, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't say lack of funding, lack of energy, like there's a lack of the youths actually wanting to do something different, you get me? So I think that's where it starts. If all these youths wanted to do something different, and hang about on the road, then maybe some kind of steps would be taken. But at the same time, obviously the government are cutting funds in everything, so the youth aren't going to be a fund that they're going to miss, so they are going to cut funds in every aspect.
And speaking about that energy that young people have, it's like, and what society is willing to accept, do you think plays a big part in what they're willing to neglect?
Sorry, that was a good one. Say it again, no, big man.
And what society is willing to accept, do you think it plays a part in what we're willing to neglect?
Very, that's a bar there, you know.
Yeah.
That's a bar there, that's a big part.
Safe, man.
Trust me. That's a very true statement. Yeah, we're willing to accept the madness. But that's kind of for us as people to acknowledge it and understand that line what you just said, because it's a very deep thing. Say it one more time for them still. Yeah. Don't even say it to me, because that's a statement in itself, it's not even a question.
And what society is willing to accept, do you think that plays a part in what we're willing to neglect?
Trust me, what society is willing to accept.
For example, it's like people are willing to accept a whole bunch of music that doesn't really make sense, but then people are willing to neglect like the reality, what's really going on around them. So it's like they're not willing to accept the depth, but something that's more shallow, you get me?
Can I use that in a line, yeah? See that? That's a big one still.
Yeah, the artists like yourself, low key, the People's Army, it's got a positive message and very deep, and like what's going on around us, you get me? As people, innit? But it's like a lot of music that we hear the media pushing and the media promoting, it's not really talking about that, but it's just, you get me? It's making people more willing to accept that and neglect the truth, you get me?
Yeah, I know, for real, yeah. It's accept things and dancing. When you're dancing, you don't think about what's going on the road, so in real life. Trust me, yeah. That's their distraction tactics, you get me? It's the way of distracting the population of thinking about something else. And you forget about what we're doing over here, you get me? We'll forget about the wars that's going on in Afghanistan. You won't address that because we're feeding you music that's just making you bob your head, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, trust, it's good that the youth are kind of starting to realise that and see that, youth like yourself. That's a really good point you made.
And last question, this is the 40Y special. What's your definition of real?
What's the definition of real? The epitome of real though. This is real. You are real. You are real. We are real as ourselves. No need to act or put on no facade. When you wake up, you're real, innit? That's it. Just be real.
Logic, the blessing to walk up.
Blessings, big man. Enough love. Anytime.
Safe,
as always.